Warriors! Elon at it again, dumping Bitcoin in the crypto market, flooding the crap out of it, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And XRP to me is Phoenix rising from the ashes. My name is Coach JV. I am the top health and mindset coach in the world. What you believe in your heart, you think in your mind will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, eventually you can hold it in your hands. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind eventually becomes an unconscious activity. Now, I'm the coach who says, do not believe a word I say. I'm just here to give you information, facts, figures, numbers, logic, to help you make an informed decision so that you can understand that as you look this way at a pandemic, there's a whole nother narrative going on this way. And if you don't develop diamond hands within the crypto space or even the investment space in general, you're going to get wrecked, warriors. So this is about building fundamental behaviors to help you survive the storm of the Elon Musk elongate knocking you out of the marketplace. So I'm going to take you through a really deep journey. We're going to watch a video from Elon, okay, talking about Bitcoin and nefarious activities. Then we're going to go through the whole narrative that what he's doing. Now, what I want to share with you, warriors, before we continue, if your strategy is investing based on Elon Musk tweets or anything like that, or any politics, left or right, news, you're going to get wrecked, warriors. If you don't have an exit strategy, if you don't have a game plan, if you don't have the right people around you, expect to get wrecked in the marketplace, because that will create an emotional investor. An emotional investor does not make good, sound decisions based on fundamentals. So let's watch how crazy this is getting, warriors. So many people were reaching out yesterday. The market's crashing. I'm like, buy blood in the streets. So I was buying more cryptocurrency as the market was coming down yesterday. And you have to look at the bigger picture as well, warriors. People are saying, Bitcoin's down. But look at this. Someone was talking about Ethereum yesterday. Ethereum is up 1,200% over 6 months, warriors. That is not a crash when it goes down 14%, when it's up 1,200% in the last 6 months. You have to look at the big picture. So let's watch this first video, and I'm going to take you all the way through why I think XRP is the phoenix rising from the ashes. Let's see what Elon Musk has to say a little while ago around Bitcoin, and then what he did with Bitcoin, and then what he did again with Bitcoin.
But it's much more than what people think of as.
Do you think Bitcoin will be disruptive in that way? I mean, now it's a speculative currency. Will it be something that will be what normal consumers will use and will disrupt the banking industry?
My opinion of Bitcoin is that, I think Bitcoin is probably a good thing, but it's essentially, its main thing will be, I mean, this is probably get quoted here and there, but it's I think it's primarily going to be a means of doing illegal transactions. But that's not necessarily entirely bad. It's not, some things shouldn't be illegal. But
the combination of Silk Road and Bitcoin will save us.
Well, it will be useful for legal and illegal transactions. Otherwise, it would have no value as a use of for legal transactions, because you have to have a legal to illegal bridge. Yeah. I don't own any Bitcoin.
That's the guy you're going to take advice from? Think about that, warriors. That's the person you're going to take advice from. You really got to think about that. Okay, so now Elon suggests Tesla may have dumped Bitcoin holdings. Tesla CEO Musk implied on Twitter exchange Sunday afternoon that the electric vehicle maker sold or may sell the rest of its Bitcoin holdings, sending the price of cryptocurrency down. Musk has been a big supporter of cryptocurrencies, helping rally the price of digital coins, including Bitcoin, several times last year. Bitcoin dipped nearly 8% in the afternoon. A potential sales comes just days after Elon Musk, the company, planned to hold rather than sell its Bitcoin it already has. Okay, so last Thursday, he shared with us that he's no longer accepting payments for Bitcoin, and he did a poll saying, hey, maybe we should accept Dogecoin. Think about that, warriors, okay? Then now on Sunday, where everybody's trying to relax on Sunday, he just comes out and says, hey, listen, we're going to actually start dumping Bitcoin. Now, remember the narrative that he shared last week. He was talking about the mining, right? He talked about there was a flood, and if these mines get wiped out, Warriors, it increases the cost of mining, right? And so he's talking about that it is not decentralized, that it's centralized based on the mining pools. And also the big narrative around is the energy consumption. Now you have to pull yourself to a 30,000 foot overview. If you watched my video on YouTube yesterday, you have to look at the overall narrative where we're heading. We're moving. We don't have beepers anymore, Warriors. We don't have beepers, right? You question when you went from a beeper to a cell phone or a pay phone to a cell phone. Think about that. You don't question using your phone as a computer now. You don't question using your phone as a computer, but you're questioning that we're moving into the quantum financial system and they're going to move us into zero carbon. Warriors, it's a narrative, whether it's for nefarious activities or if it's for good, we're heading there, Warriors. Electric vehicles. Why do you think Elon Musk, this is a whole narrative? He sells electric vehicles, Warriors. That's why I'm going to get into supercars and like these cars with gas. Think about that. These are going to be collector's items in the future, Warriors. That's my paradigm. I want to buy these supercars that are gas cars as a collector's item for the future. That will be an appreciating asset, in my opinion. Okay, so he got us confused and says why Elon Musk big Bitcoin investments thinking is wrong for most corporations. Tesla, Square, and MicroStrategies have been corporate leaders in adding Bitcoin to balance sheets. Plecter Technology has also done so also. Elon Musk surprised the cryptocurrency market by citing energy consumption, Bitcoin mining as a reason to stop accepting payments for electric vehicles or EVs in crypto while not selling Tesla's Bitcoin. Experts say there's no compelling reason for the company to hold Bitcoin on its balance sheet today, but they do think C-suites should educate themselves on crypto sooner than later, and climate is no reason to wait. Okay, look at this. This is what Bitcoin mining looks like. There's these energy consumption machines. So it's a whole narrative that's being put out there, Warriors. Look at the bigger picture. This is a narrative that they're selling you, Warriors, okay? So let's go deeper. All right, so Elon and his erratic tweets, let's read some of this. It says Bitcoin is actually highly centralized with supermajority controlled by a handful of big mining, aka hashing companies. A single coal mine in, I can't even pronounce that, flooded, almost killing miners. And Bitcoin hash rate dropped 35%. Does that sound decentralized to you? Okay, so they say Bitcoin's decentralized, but what he's saying is it's centralized in these heavy populated Bitcoin mining pools, right? So that mine flooded, it could drop. The whole thing could get wiped out in the narrative that they're selling you, right? For those bad at math, 100 times higher transaction volume and 100 times lower fees means total fees earned stay the same. Low fees, high volume are needed to become the currency of Earth. Let's repeat that. Let's go to the 30,000 foot overview and listen to what he's saying. For those bad at math, 100 times higher transaction volume with 100 times lower fees means total fees earned stay the same. Low fees, high volume are needed to become the currency of Earth. What does that sound like to you? XRP, 100 time transaction volume with 100 times lower fees. Well, I'm going to take you through the narrative on this, Warriors. And people keep saying it's Dogecoin. Doge is going to go onto the Flare network. June's going to be a huge month, Warriors. Okay, and then the last thing he says, to be clear, I strongly believe in crypto, but I can't drive a massive increase in fossil fuel use, especially coal. Okay, so we got this confusing thing. First, he says it's nefarious activities. Then he buys Bitcoin. Then he says he's going to accept it for payment. Then he pulls back. Now he's starting the narrative of the energy consumption. His tweets are erratic back and forth. Then he does a poll asking, should they use Dogecoin, right, to take over the world? And he's talking about 100 times faster, 100 times lower fees. Well, let's talk about what XRP is. Think about it. It's fast. It's scalable, Warriors. It's distributed ledger. It's all over the place. It creates financial inclusion. So think about that. Benefits of XRP payments, it's fast. Payments moving across the XRP ledger settlement in 4 seconds. So Bitcoin takes 33,600 plus seconds, 60 minutes. Litecoin, 10 minutes. Ethereum, 2 minutes. And XRP takes 0.07 minutes, 4 seconds. And we've all heard the story of the $50 million that transferred for 30 seconds. It is scalable. XRP consistently handles 1,500 transactions per second, 24/7, and can scale to handle the same throughput as Visa. distributed. It's run by a decentralized network of 150 plus validators globally. Okay. So it's stable. XRP's 7-year track record of stable technology and governance makes it ready for institutional and enterprise use. Eco-friendly. The XRP ledger settles XRP transactions instantly without the energy costs associated with proof of work or mining. It does not mine, warriors. So XRP metrics, 3.89 seconds. The network transaction fee per USD is 0.0012. Transactions per second is 1,500 transactions, okay? Also, Ripple leads sustainability agenda to achieve carbon neutral by 2030. Ripple, a leader in providing enterprise blockchain solutions for payments, is committed to zero carbon by 2030. The first company in the blockchain industry to do so as part of a global goal. Ripple today unveils several initiatives to lead global finance toward a carbon neutral fleet, including the launch of open source tools that help enable blockchain decentralization or decarbonization, excuse me. Now this is pretty cool. So one of my research team sent this over to me. Now this is from XRP Arcade, and I want to give you a shout out as well. If you go back here, Crypto Cult here, he's the one where I found that Elon Musk video. So if you want to check that out. So if we go here, 100 banks that are connected to Ripple, the top 100 banks, and there's 38 within this report that are connected to them. So think about that for just a moment. Some of the top banks in the world, these are the 100 banks and Ripple. Okay, so let's go through here. So we got Mitsubishi Bank, a customer. We got HSBC, customer via SAB. Bank of America, RippleNet committed via Merrill Lynch. We got Credit Aruco, customer. Japan Post Bank, SBI Ripple Asia. Samoso Michu Financial Group, SBI Ripple Asia. I can't pronounce that one. SBI Ripple Asia. Bancor, customer and investor. Barclays, trial. We got Royal Bank of Canada, customer. We got Toronto Dominion Bank, trial. We got USBC, customer. We got Unicredit, customer. We got Insta Sampola, trial. Royal Bank of Scotland Group, trial. Scotty Bank, trial. We got Banco Bila, can't pronounce that one, trial. Commonwealth Bank, trial. Standard Charter, customer. Australian New Zealand Banking Group, trial. Rabobank, trial. Nordac, should I go through the whole list, warriors? There's so many banks that are trialing or already customers of Ripple using XRP, right? Or using Ripple as the company. Now remember, warriors, the SEC lawsuit is for America. What I believe is going to happen, I feel something in June. I feel it. I feel like it's going to hit the Flare network. It's going to create utility. The demand's going to come from the fear, uncertainty, and doubt. When the case gets released, a flood of people are going to come rushing in, and the whole game is going to change, warriors. That's just my opinion, not financial advice. Look at all these banks that are connected. Now, the thing about it, what is it called? Non-compete or non-disclosure, whatever, NDA, I think that's what it's called. Basically, these are banks that are exposing their relationship with Ripple. We don't know how many are connected. Look at all these banks that are connected, warriors. Okay, so let's go a little bit deeper. This is all the banks right now that are connected to, or all the financial institutions. There's only one that's dropped, was Western Union. We saw that, Western Union. Look at all these top financial institutions, the visual of the top financial institutions working with Ripple. We know Western Union, they had that drop out. You got all these companies working with it. Wow, this is wild, warriors. This is the phoenix rising from the ashes. I've showed you this before. This is what I believe it's going to look like in 2025. We're not there yet, warriors. We're not even close. So people are so focused on the micro right now, the micro of all this stuff happening. That's why I have a strict exit plan, warriors, a strict exit plan to exit some of my crypto portfolio in this bull run so that I can buy back in and I can build my infrastructure around me to build generational wealth. 2025 to me is when the real adoption and the real money is going to come in. I picture it like the internet bubble. There's this massive price appreciation and then a collapse or whatever, a bubble they said. And then the people who stayed like a tick on a dog became the richest people in the world. The people who were emotional got wrecked. Think about that. The people who were emotional got wrecked in the dot-com boom. And the people who stayed and had a game plan became the richest people in the world. So this is what I believe it's going to look like with the XRP ledger. On the left here would be your central bank digital currencies. And then XRP ledger was going to run the currencies across its liquidity pools. Okay. Now remember, we're talking about Bitcoin here. It's going back and forth, right? The Bitcoin narrative. Let's think about who Ripple is connected with. The World Economic Forum, zero carbon by 2050. The World Economic Forum was created in 1971, January, by Klaus Schwab. And in the same year, we disconnected from the gold standard. President Nixon comes on a regular program show and says, hey, listen, we're detaching from the gold standard. And since then, we became a printing machine, setting us up for this moment in time in history. This just didn't happen overnight, Warriors. There was these catalysts, these black swans that set us up for this moment in time. I'm telling you. So if you look at World Economic Forum, Ripple is a partner. Brad Garlinghouse sits on the cryptocurrency committee, Warriors. Okay, so we got the Bitcoin narrative going on. We got an SEC lawsuit that's going to bring in massive regulation to the crypto space. They're using one of the biggest connected cryptocurrencies in history, the most connected, that communicated with the SEC on a monthly basis, who's connected to the World Economic Forum partner, who's on the cryptocurrency committee. Think about that, Warriors. They're using them as a narrative to bring in the crypto regulation. And what I believe is happening, all these dog coins, is the narrative to make it look like the space is just confusing. The GameStop makes it look like it's just, some kid sitting behind a computer. A lot of kids are becoming millionaires, but what they're trying to do is delegitimize the space so that people stay out as they pack their bags, as they move us to the quantum financial system. They don't want all of you guys to get rich, Warriors. That's why they want to make it look very confusing. That's why this Elon stuff is getting so much attention. Think about that, Warriors. They want it to look like it's a not legit space so that you stay away from the marketplace as they pack their bags. Now, let's leave you with this picture. This one I've showed you guys before. Remember, Brad Garlinghouse sitting next to Christine Lagarde, looking at her in the eyes as she sits there, and she is the head of the European Union. Think about that. Brad is hanging with the top people in the financial industry, Warriors. So I want you to think about this for just a moment. Emotional intelligence. How are you feeling after all this news? Did you sell yesterday? Did you panic yesterday? Is your investment strategy going off Elon Musk tweets? If your investment strategy is following tweets, Instagram, TikTok, any of the news out there, you're going to get wrecked, Warriors. Yes, people are going to make a lot of money in this crypto space, but there's going to be a lot of people come sliding down the back end, just like in 2017. Now, I wasn't in the crypto market in 2017. I was actually in banking. I was against cryptocurrency. I was on the dark side, I call it. But what I have done is starting my Warrior Academy with 1,700 warriors worldwide teaching crypto, fitness, and mindset. I literally have surrounded myself with people who were in the space in 2017, and I've listened, I've studied, I've asked them questions. What does it feel like? We are heading into euphoria, Warriors. And I teach my warriors what the market cycle is. As heading into euphoria, the thing is you have to have a game plan. People are like, when's the crypto bull run going to end? It doesn't matter when it ends if you have a game plan, Warriors. If you have a game plan, you get out when your game plan says to, and you pull some profits. That's how you become profitable and rich in this space. So number one, you have to have an exit strategy, which we have in our academy. Number two, you have to have yourself surrounded by people who are going to listen to your feedback, who are going to listen to you when you're about to go crazy and have a lot of questions. And so that's what we created, Warriors. A Warrior Academy, exit strategy, access to my portfolio. I'm not a financial advisor, not financial advice. You work out live with us daily, subconscious mind programming, goal setting, vision board creation, but most of all, a group of people working towards the same goal in the quantum financial system. But I'll tell you what, we are all the uncommon 1%. You are a very small percentage of the population. I hope you realize that. Out of 7 billion people, the cryptocurrency space is a very small percentage of the population, and it is going to be the new uncommon 1%. We are going to be the new wealthiest people in the world if we do this correctly. If we get our emotions out of it, if we stay focused on fundamentals, and we have a game plan, we're going to be okay. Everything you need is down in the description down below. My name is Coach JV. I am the top health and mindset coach in the world. If you want to join our private Warrior Academy, click the links down below, and we'll see you on the other side. Warriors, rise.